like the sun. Sun Ying-sha, baby Buddha, world #1 for well over 2 years now, is in jeopardy of losing that position at this event because Wang Manyu, the world #2, has been in wonderful form. This is reason to watch every day. Now, I'll tell you more about this head-to-head. We've got quite some time for that. It's a best-of-5 battle. First player to win 3 games wins the match. Games played to 11 points, must win by 2. I'm Adam Bobrow, and I'm thrilled to be here with you to take you through the tale of the table at WTT events. 3-0, Sun Ying-sha. So, the world #1 versus the world #21. That shield you don't get to see on the screen very often. That means defense. Seo-hwan, a defender, a classic defender, unlike the sort of hybrid style that we saw from Yashasvini earlier, or Sabine Winter in Germany. Jantan, or Jantan, our umpire for the match. Hey, looking sharp, cool earrings. Cool sign, Sha fans. Coming dressed to impress. Sun Ying-sha from China. No question about that.
That's good. I have red, I have black. What's your choice? Red. Red for Song, black for Sun.
Sha looking buffer than usual.
Black. Sun win the toss. Service. Receive side. Thank you.
So Sha wins the toss, chooses serves. Maybe that buffness is partially because we were looking at her right arm, her racket arm, and Seo-hwan, we were looking at her non-racket arm. And in table tennis, we have that sort of crab-like physicality, lady in the water-esque, where one arm is much bigger than the other. Masataka Morizono, we miss you. So Sun Ying-sha here, the most complete player in the game, has dominated the game with rare exception, interestingly enough, with a 91% WTT win percentage. She's got 13 titles to her name, Sun Ying-sha. And here's a look at her results, the best results in 2024. Champion of Star Contender Doha, champion of the Champions Incheon, champion of Champions Chongqing, 3 champions if you add up Macau, and the China Smash champion, that bright gold, the first ever China Smash. Will have one again this year later on. It was quite a thrill to be there. And to be here, even more, you could say, already day #2. 37 years old, Seo-hwan, and her very tricky serves. High toss, cutting backhand serves. 52% her win rate at WTT. She's very, very tricky. You'll see the way she gets so many balls back on the table. And prize money, $75,000 for the champion here. $5,000 for whoever is outplayed in this round of 64 battle. It's a classic style. Korea Republic has delivered some of the most spectacular choppers in the modern game. Seo-hwan with 19% of the vote, 81 to Sha. I would guess that the percentage of fans in the crowd for Sha, even greater than 81% of the people here. Again, anywhere you go in the world, you meet somebody, say you like table tennis, who do you know in table tennis? Almost all of them can tell you Sha. People that I didn't even know liked table tennis were like, tell me about this Sun Ying-sha character. I started following her on social media, and I'm like, you pay attention to table tennis? They're like, I do now. It's a good time for table tennis. From the LeBron brothers to the up-and-coming players in Korea, Shin Yu-bin, Kim Na-young.
First game, Sun to serve, level.
And a few others along the way. But the woman on top of the food chain is going to be on top of the serves to start off this best-of-5 battle. Get ready for her debut in 2025 at the Singapore Smash. Sun Ying-sha to serve. Very few choppers beat Chinese opponents, especially at the top of the game. But if one was going to do it, a world #21 would definitely be a candidate. Such a physically demanding game to think about playing as a chopper at 37. Some of the longest rallies in modern history have involved Seo-Won. Xia doesn't look like she's going to be likely to be a candidate for one of those long rallies. I know, right? That's how she chops. It's so crazy. This is why we're not going to see so many long rallies. That appeared to be one of the heaviest chops we've seen. I'd love to know how much spin was on that chop from under the table. And when it's under the table, it's tough to read. You can't always see the contact. But Xia just drilling that ball.
4-love.
And the Liu, a gift. Xinyan Kuaila, Year of the Snake is here. Good variation in the depth and the width here, meaning going wider to the corner, changing up the speed on shots, making sure Seo-Won has a tough time getting in position. There it is, loaded from down low. First point on the scoreboard from Seo-Won. I talked about her service game. She's very flexible with that wrist. You see defenders serve with their backhand more than most, mainly because, as a defender, they're prepared for the opening attack, so they want to make sure they're covering well. Seo-Won is extending the rallies a bit, but Sun-Ying Xia putting rest to the rallies quickly. Seo-Won's going to have to look for some opportunities to kill, to attack.
7-2.
Another good tactic for the attacker. Much like anyone else you play, when you play a defender, hit it into the crossover, get them to turn sideways, lose position and balance. It also reduces the quality of their shot to follow. Man, kissed goodbye. Xia with the perfect read, fighter pilot vision, it seems. No hesitation.
Net 2-8.
Continuing to add to her side of the scoreboard, Sun-Ying Xia. I started thinking after Iggy's question earlier to Tomokazu about Xia. There we go, 2 attacks.
9-3.
One with the forehand, one with the pipped side of the racket, the backhand. Take a look here, big opening on the parallel. Gotta love it. Expecting different results? Well, she's trying something new out here, and that's one of the best hopes for it. I say that because she just hadn't had many opportunities or taken many to attack before that point. Xia allowing no opportunities here. Pendulum serve tight. Gets a passive receive from inside the baseline and perfectly into the crossover. It's 7 game points for the world number 1. Looking for the line, but 11-3. It is all Xia to get a line on the scoreboard. 1-0 she leads Sun-Ying Xia, the world number 1. starting as strong as can be. It's a long road to the final. Almost like she was tempting it around the net there from Seo-Yeon. You do not have to hit the ball over the net in table tennis. So Cho Yi-Koo, personal coach, looking more Bruce Lee-like than most, coaching her on. And here's a little smash back to 2023 where Xia completes a hat trick of titles, 3 titles. Xia as strong as can be. Chen Tianyi, very strong. But here the Singapore smash was happening in March. And 4-1, she would take it over one of the best performances from Chen Tianyi. At that point, Chen Tianyi had entered a new level of world rankings, but Xia on top of the world, some teeth, and just a reminder that not only is she world #1 in terms of wins, 92 wins in WTT events. If she gets 8 more matches won in singles here, women's singles, she will break 100. And rumor has it she would be the first woman in WTT history to break 100 WTT wins.
Love 1.
You saw some of the other stats on her tail. I'm sure we'll see that graphic again. It's a new graphic, so a lot to take in there. I'll be happy to take you through it later on. Just making sure that there's clear vision of the ball, no flash to interfere. As soon as the legs crossed, as soon as Xia got her to turn sideways, watch the feet of Seo-Yeon right there. No time to recover. Table tennis is so fast. So is Xia's brain. Seo-Yeon on the 3rd attack in this rally. I like to take the role of the underdog, and no doubt about it, with their head-to-head record, the world rankings, Seo-Yeon is the underdog here. I'm saying to myself, that's right. Force yourself to attack if you have to in a rally like this. As soon as you go back on defense, there's very low likelihood of recovery.
1-3.
When your game is built around defense, this is the thing. We talked about table tennis and how adapting is so important. No matter what your game plan is coming in, if it has to change, it's just like anything else. I think we've all had plans in life where we had to improvise and deal with it, make changes quickly.
2-3.
Didn't expect traffic. There wasn't rain on the weather report. Constantly adapting.
4-2.
But not able to adapt to this net ball here. Xia in English. Sorry. So right now, serve success for Xia, 80% to the 30 of Seo-Yeon. More than double the serve success of her opponent. 4-2 she leads coming out of the first towel break here. Hypothetically, after a rally like that, whether you're 37 or you're 18 years old, this is an exhausting point to play. We had a really cool camera angle to see the ball float all the way back. But at the last moment, imagine if she had smashed that back. Doesn't miss by a lot. A flat hit to the other side of the table could have been highlight of the day. Xia still holding on to that steering wheel. Nice to see the smiles in the crowd. I love the chopping style. To me, it's such a graceful, just breath of fresh air. Don't get me wrong, I love the attacking game as well. But difference is interesting. That ball was loaded.
3-6.
My goodness. It looked like it would have crawled all the way back under the table. Look at that, how much it's slowed down. Watch it come back. Unbelievable. That's going all the way back to Seo-won's side of the table. A little bit of height on the ball. Sun Ying-hsia knows exactly what to do. That hammer, the Thor-like hammer, but still a little bit of height, forcing Xia to get up there, stretch out the torso.
3-9.
So conversation time, making sure that she starts this race in a very dominant, focused form. Casual as can be. Xia bringing the goods, hydration, conversation. 11-3, 2 games in a row, and game 3 after this. 8,211 revolutions per minute. That's how fast that shot is. I'm sorry, that's how fast it's spinning. And you could see the speed of the shot. Man, calling for some peace in the crowd. Pretty cool paraphernalia there. Okay, November 4th. Anything special about that date? Xia fans filled the stadium here. Heard from friends in line outside the OCBC arena that it was a massive line. She's so fluid.
What? No.
Think about what it takes on a drive. It wasn't a slow spinny shot, that 8,211 RPMs. That was a drive. That means she could have played it spinnier, but chose not to. Lobbing game. The dart. And back at the table, but Xia not flustered, not bothered at all. She's so cool under pressure. That shirt was light blue when she came in. Cool as ice right now. Look at what she's done. Good start here, Seo-won. Outperforming her starts in the other games. Little head scratch here. Change of plans. Sometimes you have to do what's uncomfortable. Force yourself to do something that you'd rather not. Kill shot. Earns herself that free ball there. Wow, Shi Xunyao in the crowd with the rest of the Chinese women's team, or at least a good percentage. Power play out of reach. I love the way she walks away. Cho Yi-ke, the bad boy, of his generation of table tennis. 2013, hung up his jersey.
4-1.
Caught in between, Xia making it a tough day at work, and it's a timeout on Seo-Won's side. Seo-Won's been in the game a long time, and it's that let's run spirit, the fitness.
근데 그리고 네가 공격할 틈을 안 줘. 공격을 해야 되는데 그리고 원래는 그렇게 너클형이니까 공격하고 지금은 아내가 가니까 그래서 첫 번째 했을 때 깎아야 될 거야. 내가 이렇게 일부러 너클렸거든. 근데 얘가 네가 근데 안 써. 얘를 안 쓰네요.
So out of all the women here in this event in the last 12 months, these are the top movers and shakers. Seo-Won has moved 32 spots up in the world rankings, and at 37, that is a second life, a second birth, a second wind to bring her through. Satsuki Odo, the top mover. Britt Erland, welcome back. Mama Erland, strong as can be. Serlin Chen on that list as well. So after Kim Bo-gre, coach for Seo-Won, has offered some ideas. We'll see how they play out against the world number one. Oh, 2 bounces on the table. I was just absolutely gawking at this rally. Incredible, the camera work on it to be there. This is like virtual reality, but it's reality. Moved all around the court, darts of chops, and a second bounce, the feeling under pressure. I talked about the coolness of Xia. She is the AC in the arena right now, keeping this tropical region healthy and breathable. Down the line, a turn of her own. Seo-Won forcing the attack, finding a way. Hasn't been easy. It's one other reason to get ready. That backhand serve, if she can disguise it. Xia, the charm on that. Saying, wow, didn't see that one coming.
6-2.
You can understand why Xia has such a fan club. It's a fine balance of focus and fearlessness, a freedom on the court. She's hardworking and humble, but can still smile and laugh and even applaud the opponent. Taking her chances, but good variation in the spin game. Seo-Won in that thick sponge, that quiet sound from the pitch side of her racket. Very different than that of Yashasvini Ghorpade and Manika Batra, Srija Akula. That knocking on a door sound for no sponge.
3-7.
This combination, the handcuffs are tough to break. Pendulum serve, half long to the middle of the table, and then moves just a little bit into the forehand. 24 of the last 32 points. That's a big chunk to have 75% win rate for Xia. Drilled into the middle of the crossover.
3-8.
So from being up 5-2 to continue, Xia in control here. Inviting the around the net.
8-4.
And you have to imagine the thought entered her mind. That could have been what the hesitation was. Should I go around the net? Should I play short side? And in the end, the decision was something in between. Surprise, surprise, I'm not going to your backhand. Xia turns the corner and plays it into the middle for the win. Seo-Won was in position for the most likely ball to come back. Set up for a backhand wide. Most players would have played it there.
5-9.
You know what Xia is? I'll tell you what she's not. She's not most players. 5 serving 9, Seo Won making her way back in, fighting at the business end of this match, potentially. Ah!
6-9.
One attack comes into play there, a counter from Seo Won, a little fortune in the end. Interesting, right to the baseline. I guess the idea was it caught the edge of the table ever so slightly, changing the trajectory, getting the results Seo Won would hope for. Backhand serve from the backhand side this time, changing it up a bit. Too long of a way to go to get a step around third ball. That said, quite a change in the score line here, 2-point ball game. She sets up 3 match points. The world number 1, Sun Ying-sha, fighting to keep that position after so much time. Right down the line, she drives it home. Sun Ying-sha with a 3-0 victory in the first round. And Seo Won put up a good fight, but Xia left very few answers. 3-0 against the world number 21, 3-3-7. Strong fight till the finish from Seo Won. Xia moves on to the round of 32. It'll be interesting to see how others react to the power that is Sun Ying-sha. So back to Cho Yi-ke. It's been a bit of a big brother, father figure around the world now for some time with Sun Ying-sha. Not a bad receive. Xia glides over there, puts it away. And the moment I wanted to see, the handshake, good focus, eye contact, respect. Xia has it all. She takes the win as the young fan watches on. And a bit of smile there to enjoy the fruits of her labor in the first round, but a long way to go to defend her title. Only 13 points allowed, 3-3-7. So very strong performance here. 5 out of every 6 serves she had, she won. And she took 24 minutes to take care of business. So Seo Won still strong, but Xia still world number 1 strong. Stay right here because we've got a lot more to look forward to. One more match. There's going to be a lot in it. With Chile and Canada coming together, Gustavo Gomez and Edwards.